What was the scariest unexplained event that happened in your school? Our loudspeaker made an ear-splitting screech that made everyone cover their ears. The sound was like nails on a chalkboard mixed with microphone feedback at a concert. Then came the voice. It wasn't our principal, Mrs. Lester, who usually did the announcements. This voice sounded like a robot from an old movie. Get ready. You have 5 minutes. That was it. No explanation, no context. Just those 6 words hanging in the air like a threat. The classroom exploded into chaos. Kids started pulling out their phones and texting frantically. Carla was already crying in the corner. Brent stood up so fast his desk tipped over. Everyone was talking at once, asking what was happening and what we were supposed to get ready for. Mr. Serrano looked just as confused as the rest of us. He held up his hands, trying to get everyone to calm down, but it was obvious he was scared. He walked to the door and stuck his head into the hallway. We could hear him talking to Ms. McBride from next door. "Did you hear that announcement?" he asked her. She said she did, but had no idea what it meant. Other teachers were coming out of their rooms now. We could hear them all talking in worried voices. Someone said they tried calling the main office, but nobody was answering. More teachers tried their desk phones, but got nothing. That's when everything shifted from confused to scared. Ms. McBride was this tough English teacher who never took anyone's crap. She was the one who broke up fights and made senior boys cry when they didn't do their homework. But when she couldn't get through to the office, she was the first to say what everyone was thinking. "Oh, hell no." She disappeared back into her classroom, and we heard her door slam and lock. Mr. Serrano's eyes went wide, and he rushed back into our room. He locked our door too and started pulling down all the window shades. His hands were shaking as he yanked on the cords. "Everyone get against the wall," he said. "Away from the windows and door. Now." We scrambled to the back wall and sat on the floor. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. Dakota grabbed my arm and squeezed it tight, which made me cream. Nobody was joking around anymore. The 5 minutes felt like 5 hours. Every little sound made us jump. A locker slamming somewhere, the heater clicking on, footsteps in the hallway that turned out to be another teacher checking doors. Mr. Serrano stood by his desk gripping a baseball bat he kept there for after-school practice. Then exactly 5 minutes later, everything went dark. The lights cut out. The computers shut down. Even the exit signs went black. The only light came from phone screens, but those started dying too as people realized they had no signal. The girls really started crying then. I heard Andy whimpering next to me, even though he'd never admit it later. Someone screamed when their phone died completely. The room felt smaller and the air felt thicker. That's when we heard it. The sound started far away, like it was at the other end of the building. It was definitely a motorcycle engine. The deep rumbling sound got louder as it got closer. You could hear it revving as it moved down the hallway toward our classroom. Everyone pressed harder against the wall. Mr. Serrano raised his bat. Dakota was cutting off circulation in my arm, which made me sprung. The motorcycle sound got louder and louder until it seemed like it was right outside our door. The engine revved 3 times like it was taunting us. Then it started moving away down the hall. We stayed frozen until the sound faded completely. Nobody moved or spoke for at least another minute. Then the lights flickered back on all at once. The computers hummed back to life. Everyone blinked in the sudden brightness. Mrs. Lester's voice came over the loudspeaker, but she sounded shaky and confused. "Teachers, please evacuate your students immediately. We need to figure out what happened immediately." Mr. Serrano unlocked the door and peeked out. Other classes were already filing into the hallway because we all wanted to know what that motorcycle was. Outside on the football field, everyone was asking the same questions. Was there really someone in the building with a motorcycle? Was this some elaborate senior prank? Did someone hack the announcement system? Parents were already showing up looking panicked because they'd heard something was happening at the school. Mrs. Lester tried to calm everyone down. She said they checked all the security footage to figure out what happened. She blatantly told everyone she had no idea what we were all talking about. There was no motorcycle in the school. In fact, nothing entered or exited the building.